Hey, yo, man,
Episode
it's
9,
Two
yeah?
Cents and Change your podcast. It's your
Yeah.
boy, Seal McLean.
It's your boy Melly Mel, the fly one. You dig?
Do I say it's your boy too?
Hmm?
Do I say it's your boy too?
You can say whatever you want.
It's 1K Twan.
Born K Twan in the building. My son, your nephew, is finally here. And come.
Oh, Lele in the bill?
And guess who else in the bill? She in the background.
Lay. What's up, Lay?
Listen, man, we got a great show planned for y'all today, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
as always, we got the well, AJ, are you going to I can't call you AJ. I'm gonna call you 1K Twan. 1K Twan, are you going to do the top what ifs in sports?
I don't have any. You said the ones I had was trash.
Well, okay, well you could use them. They are trash,
No,
but
not trash. No, I really want to use them.
You could.
Can I use say? Can I one? Can I use one?
Yeah, you could use
Okay.
two.
Two. Okay.
You could use two, but not now.
My
Not
bad.
now.
My bad.
If you gotta watch the show, you know your segment coming later.
Yeah,
Okay?
you in the end.
Yeah,
You
at the
did.
end. All right. Listen, man, I'm gonna shout out to TikTok, man. We love TikTok. Y'all been going up with all our reels on there.
Yeah.
Y'all been commenting like crazy, liking like crazy. Yo, TikTok, we love y'all. YouTube, we love YouTube too, man. The YouTube shorts, y'all been going up. We've been averaging about 1.1K views on all our YouTube shorts. So listen, man. So y'all engaging with the content. We appreciate you guys. Instagram, I don't know. The algorithm ain't algorithm on there. Y'all just
You gotta use the right hashtag.
they didn't. I don't think they fucking with us on Instagram. They just, they there. But I think Instagram is like Facebook. It's more so for friends and family. YouTube shorts and TikTok is more for the strangers. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right, because you see Meta owns TikTok. I mean Instagram. So they, that's for family and friends. But yeah, but nonetheless, shout out to all y'all that been commenting, liking, and all that. We appreciate y'all. Salute. Yes.
Yeah,
so let's get right into it, man.
Episode
What
9,
we got first topic, Mel?
First topic, wanna just say, it was some sad news. Want to say rest in peace to LGP Qua. I used to enjoy his freestyles. He's from Philly. Used to be real positive. I thought he was actually younger, but he's 30. He was 33, but nevertheless, he was
33. I thought he was 29.
Nah, they said he was 33. That's what I saw, but I mean, we could verify it. But nevertheless,
what was his name again?
LGP Qua.
LGP Qua.
I thought it was Pete.
No. Yeah, I must put in his age. I could have sworn he was 29. But go ahead.
Yeah, now
because we want to.
I just wanted to say, rest in peace to him. Was a talented guy. Like I said, I used to enjoy his freestyles. He used to rap about a lot of positive stuff, and he would spit them bars, man. That was very sad hearing that. So I just wanted to start off with that. I'm saying rest in peace to him.
And what's
for sure
crazy about that? He was 30. Yeah, 30.
Okay.
He was 30. What's crazy about that is prior to his demise, unaliving, or I guess it was Mother's Day. That's even more shocking that on Mother's Day he was unalive. But previous to that, I got another platform called Training Day CLT out here as an open mic platform. It started off as an open mic, but I turned it into like a social media artist platform to promote artists. And then I would say about 2 weeks prior, I ran across his viral post where he was like rapping on the streets and so I'm like, yo, this dude nice. Let me post him.
Yeah.
Posted it up, and his message was always because his AKA was like voice of the youth. That's what he went by, and his message in all his freestyles was like positivity. Getting the guns off the streets. Don't use guns, and his message was very powerful in that Philly acronym or style that we are accustomed to hearing from Philly rappers. So to hear how he passed, and Gilly the Kid commented on it and was like, "Yo, y'all killed this man for trying to rob him for his chain, and nobody's gonna you expect to sell the chains? Like, who's gonna buy those chains, right? Knowing where those chains came from. So you literally killed somebody for nothing. And when the cops find you, you're gonna be buried under the jail. They're going to throw the book and a half at you when they find you." This is what Gilly is saying. So it's like you just threw your life away for what? And it goes back right quick with this term YN, young niggas, right? Like I hate that phrase because there's nothing positive with that phrase. So you got these kids coming up when they don't have either no positive figures in their life to tell them right for wrong, and they be on social media and they see young nigga, right? Dude with all black face mask off. Oh, I'm gonna be a young nigga. That's what I am. I'm a young nigga. And there's nothing positive to it. So all that negativity is surrounding that phrase, and they're going out and thinking, oh, I'm a young nigga. I gotta shoot and kill. I gotta rob, because I'm a young nigga. And yo, it's devastating that this man had to lose his life. He was rising to the top. Shout out to Philly, man. Y'all took an L on this one. But we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better.
Yeah, yeah, man. Definitely sad.
Shout out to LGP Qua, man.
Yeah.
Word, shout out. Rest in peace.
Yeah. And in other news, this was something I wasn't familiar with. But why is slap fighting considered a sport? I never even knew this was considered a sport. So yeah, I take it away on that.
Yeah, so
that's what they play in India.
No, that's is an actual sport. The slap.
Where they smack them.
Yeah.
They just like the podium, and then like there's I'm not talking.
Yeah. So that
with the powder on the hand.
Power slap. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's a
slap
sport.
Fighting. It's an actual sport, right?
Oh, okay. And now I know what this is. Okay, I'm familiar. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So if y'all familiar with it's called slap fighting. That's what they call it. So the question is, should that be considered a sport, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Let me just give an overview of it. So slap fighting is considered a combat sport and is gaining popularity, particularly with the launch of the Power Slap League by UFC President Dana White. While sanctioned as a sport by the Nevada Athletic Commission, it's also faced criticism due to safety concerns, with studies highlighting the risk of concussion and other injuries.
I mean, ain't that the same for boxing though?
It's the same for boxing, same for football, because you could sustain injuries. But it's the way that this quote unquote sport is being played. Like, as kids when we coming up, maybe not in your generation, but in my generation or even male generation, you can't touch me and slap me. That's a sign of disrespect. Like, you slap me, like that's an open hand slap is like a sign of disrespect way more than if somebody just sucker punch you. I'd rather somebody sucker punch me than slap me. That's disrespect. So, but in this instance, you be seeing these videos. These dudes,
they be getting robbed.
They be getting robbed.
Yeah, they be getting robbed.
They be having all whelps on their face and they swollen and they
be getting knocked out.
Knocked out, like, bro. That's
I don't see how that's a sport, man. But I guess it was gaining traction, so they're like, you might as well, monetize it, get money off it for real, make it a thing for real.
You said Dana White, what do you do with it?
Yeah, Dana White launched a league called the Power Slap League.
His league too.
Yeah, so it's Dana White. So he has UFC and he has Power Slap. Yes. It's crazy that is actually considered a sport, right? So now if you're looking at people outside to get slapped, it's like, yo, them hands are combat hands. You better chill. You better go sign up for the Power Slap League.
D1 for that.
D1. Like, that was a D1 slap. You slap. Nah, that's D3. That's JUCO. That's a AAA slap.
You on rank with that, man.
You on rank with that slap.
That go harder than that.
Crazy.
That's crazy that is actually considered a sport. And we're going to, I'll put some clips in there showing some, but man, they had this one clip with this young lady. I think it was AI, but it was funny as hell. And she had like one of the Mike Tyson tattoos. And the lady, and she looked like she wasn't appeasing to the eye, let's say Lee. Slapped her. She got pretty and the tattoo went away.
Yo, that was definitely AI. That was definitely AI.
It was funny as hell. Yo, it was like, and then it got the clip, and then it got another clip of the same thing, but it was the regular girl, right? Regular face, and the girl slapped the tattoos. I'm like, yo, that for me, Like I couldn't be a person sitting there willingly to get slapped. Like especially you get a big 400 like this.
Yeah, there are some big people too that be doing it.
It was this one guy, right? He was a small guy. The guy, big guy. And he just said like this to his head. He said, his hand was over his whole head. And he looked at the guy and said, and he just knew he was about to kill this guy. He just said, 1, 2, 1. The dude almost died. Like, there's no way. There's no way you could get me to partake in
weight classes at least.
No way. But yeah. So yeah, Power Slap League. Y'all could YouTube it, Google it, and y'all could be entertained by motherfuckers getting their head slapped the fuck off. What up, Taz?
Yo, Taz, what up? Next thing, man. Yo, is the NBA rigged? Yeah. Mavs first pick. Woo. Yeah. What's good? Talk to me.
1K Twan. This is your mic.
You see how the Mavericks, they were just in the finals last year. Yeah. They got rid of their superstar player, and all of a sudden they got the first overall pick. That just doesn't seem right at all.
Yeah. I want people to see you and all that. They can't really see you. They see me.
Yeah, you want to see, a 1K Twan, fake ass Ja Morant.
That's the GOAT right there. Ja Morant, the GOAT. Best player in the league. Best point guard in the league.
But yeah, you must be chewing on them fucking marijuana gummies or some shit.
Ja Morant's the best player in the league. When he's healthy, he's the best player in the league.
Yeah, so that nigga ain't never healthy. So anyway, back to the first pick.
But he said same thing happened to Cavs when LeBron
left.
Yeah. I mean, and what's crazy about that? Because I watched the draft lottery, and it was one thing in particular that I heard. I was like, look at that. I was like, watch, they're gonna Dallas Mavericks get the first pick, because they said during the broadcast, there's like Dallas Mavericks have a 1.8 chance of winning. They have never won the draft lottery, so they never won a lottery where they was able to get the number 1 pick. Never.
And they somehow won.
And then with the first pick, Mavericks get the first pick. Like, how, bro? Yeah. There's no way that this wasn't scripted. There's no way. It's just too conveniently of an drop off. Not a drop off. It's too conveniently of a pick that you give away Luka Doncic,
and then you get the first overall pick.
Cooper Flag. So is the NBA rigged?
Yes.
I mean,
it's all for entertainment.
I don't know, but based off this,
certain things might be rigged.
Make sure you're talking to your
So I think certain things might be rigged, like the lottery.
Well, you ain't got to talk, so you can just talk back to you. Yeah, just talk. Cause you got a subtle voice.
But yeah, I think the lottery's rigged, definitely though. In some instances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was wild. Like, it's like almost like, because I heard people say, like, for example, like, that dude was in hot water, right? Now he's not in hot water because he got the first. And I agree because I heard Udonis Haslem and Kendrick Perkins and I'm talking about it. It's like, you still in hot water, son. Like,
we're talking about Nico Harris, by the way.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the first pick. Cool. Now, the question comes up, should they trade that for Giannis? Mm-hmm. Because Giannis is the man. He's proven. Cooper Flag, they hope that he pan out, this, that. They in a situation where they got to win. Cooper Flag is dope. He is the top prospect of this draft. He is the prize. But will he be that guy? Because remember, there was a couple people in college, like, I'm not comparing him, but remember, even in college, like a Tyler Hansborough was the man. But then in the NBA, he's just a solid role player.
We can't compare Tyler Hansborough to
I'm not comparing him to him literally. I'm just saying, like, there's been guys in college who had great careers, and even a Christian Laettner. I'm not, it's just the Mavs gotta hope that Flag pan out. If you're not gonna trade him for like a Giannis.
Yeah, I don't think you trade if Dallas, you don't trade Cooper Flag pick for no Giannis. You don't do that. And you look at these players based off their skill set and based off of their game, right? So when you look at a guy like let's just take a LeBron James for example, right? And LeBron James in high school, he was putting up numbers. He was spectacular in high school. Like you saw his game. No, he's not the GOAT, but his game was like, yo, this guy can play in the NBA, right? You look at Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag is a guy that was on one of the scrimmage teams at in Team USA, and he was giving them buckets.
Anthony Davis too. He was giving Anthony Davis
buckets, right? So you like, yo, this guy is giving NBA, and these are NBA superstars.
And he's like just turned 18 too.
Just turning 18.
He was young at that time.
At giving these NBA superstars buckets. So I'm just saying to the point where he was saying Christian Laettner and stuff like that, because Christian Laettner had a very, solid career, but his game was nothing compared to a Cooper Flag's game. Cooper Flag is going to be a star in this league.
I'm not not comparing literally, just saying in its different eras. Christian Laettner, his career did not match the college career. NBA career nowhere near parallel. I'm just saying, even like Zion, he just can't stay healthy. I'm just saying the Mavs are in a you gotta win situation. So it's like for them, I'm just saying they just gotta hope Cooper Flag pans out to be what he's projected to be. I'm just saying a lot of times, because a lot of times everybody don't pan out to be like if I could think off the top of my head of people who went like number one and was supposed to be this that panned out: Shaq, Iverson, Braun, Kyrie, it's been a lot of guys like they don't pan out. So I hope that he does, because I feel like the Mavs got a nice squad and he's a convenient piece to come over there with Davis and the other bigs. I want to see Dallas do good. I mean, I hope he pan out, honestly.
And to that point, I think the only way Cooper Flag doesn't pan out is if he's riddled with injuries.
Yeah.
Let's keep it honest, because skill set wise,
he has all the skills.
He has all the skills. He can shoot. He can penetrate. He goes to the hole. He plays D. He's a dog. Great defensive player. So he has all these attributes.
Not to cut y'all off. Is he a better prospect than Zion? Is he better than Zion coming in the NBA?
Well, no, because Zion had all the hype around him, or had all the highlights. People was saying Zion is the next LeBron.
Because he was like 200, how many pounds? Doing 360
dunks.
But I'm asking y'all though, is he better than Zion?
We said no. No. We said no.
Okay.
No. Hell no, because of what Zion had almost. Yeah, he had almost that LeBron effect coming into the league.
Okay.
Like his highlights alone catapulted him into top tier status. It's not until Zion got to the league and the injuries and the weight kind of caught up to him that he hasn't lived up to that hype yet. So that's the only thing that was hindering Zion. But as far as skill set wise, we all know what he can do on a basketball court once he lose that weight and stay healthy on the court.
Okay.
You be a beast.
A beast. So in Cooper Flag, we see the skill set. He has the resume. He done gave dudes at 17 years old in the Olympics, he gave them buckets. They was raving about this guy. They're like, yo, when he come out, he gonna be number one pick. They was raving about him. So now he's coming out. Yes, so we all know the only thing that can hinder him is injuries.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Not saying we don't want to put that on Cooper Flag, but that's the only thing that can hinder his
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I just want to gauge the temperature. Yeah. All right. So salute to the Mavs.
And if you look at the team that is going to, right?
Yeah.
Yo, hold on. Before we go and we gotta remind everybody that Cooper Flag is being drafted to the Dallas Mavericks, so they don't have to give up nobody. As constructed.
Yeah, but
they got Kyrie Irving.
That front court is crazy.
Kyrie, Anthony Davis, remember Klay Thompson.
Derek
Lively, PJ Washington.
You put too much emphasis on Klay Thompson. They have Klay Thompson.
Klay
you're saying Klay Thompson like he, D-Wade in his prime or something.
Right. It's still Klay. It's still Klay. It's still Klay. What I left? Derek Lively,
PJ,
Max Christie, Daniel Gafford, Clay Martin. So, what's how you pronounce his name? Clay Martin. I'm just naming the guys that makes an impact on this team. Like their team, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Hold on. You gotta stop emphasizing on certain guys. Like you making it like they all. I mean,
he's all right.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
When he was on the Nets,
good, but
that's when he was on the Nets.
I'm saying when he was on the Nets, he was giving people 20.
That was like 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago.
I'm saying.
10 years ago.
I wouldn't want Spencer Dinwiddie on my team.
I'm saying.
I'm saying they like Jalen Brunson.
Hold on, they have him as far as bench depth.
Yeah.
Right? Look at Look, I'm looking at the team.
Gotta be a little more calm with it though. Cause you like Spencer Dinwiddie,
Dante
Thompson, like
Dante's pretty good.
Dante Exum.
He's all right.
Yeah, you
like
you hype into it like they regular. They're regular. You say they ain't regular. Not with no tone, just regular. Like Spencer Dinwiddie.
In terms of because a lot of players they still get praised because of their name, like the Klay Thompson, right? Because of their name and what they did in the league. So you say Klay Thompson, but obviously Klay hasn't been Klay in the last 3-4 years, right? Since he went down. But at any given moment, it's still Klay Thompson. He can still shoot. He can still on 1-2 couple of given nights, he can still give you 25 if he need to. You know what I'm saying?
On one good night.
Some good nights. So I'm just saying these are still caliber players. Based off their name and based off what they did before, that we still like, you still gotta account for this guy. I say Spencer Dinwiddie because even though he's a bench player now, but give him a role as a starting role, gotta come in and fill. He could still probably give you a good 15-20 if he need to, because a caliber player that he is. That's why I say that. I'm not saying that because he's a superstar. I'm just saying they name because of what they could provide if given that opportunity to do that.
Just need the clarity.
Mavs roster is stacked.
And they got a nice roster.
They had a good team.
I hope that it, like I said, I hope it works out for them. I like Kyrie. I like what they got going.
Man, I wanted to look at the.
Yeah, man. But that's that. When your pops jump back in.
You forgot Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall, a good player.
I mean, you gotta be realistic, man. Like half them dudes, even with injuries out, they wasn't doing nothing. They
Mavericks?
I'm saying some of them roll like they regular. Like we're not gonna hype. You know what I'm saying? Put emphasis on and make somebody. Remember, when you gotta fill a role, it's even less reduced, like your production. So it's not like a lot of them guys. They're gonna have to really be in a role. That's a good and a bad thing. Because some people can't play roles, some people can. So we'll see. But the top dogs on that team, the top dudes, they'll figure that out. Mavs should be all right. But we'll see. I ain't hating on them.
Mavs got a great team.
They do. But
Chad said, Dinwiddie is a dimwit now.
But with that being said, though, speaking about the Mavs and not trading the pick, I think it's a consensus on that. How you have on as far as Giannis's future? I mean, I feel like Giannis, he got Milwaukee a chip. He owes them nothing. That's how I feel. He owes them nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Got y'all a chip already, and he stayed loyal then and got the chip.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is that it's almost like Minnesota with KG. Mm-hmm. He been there so long. You traded Middleton. Damian Lillard tore the damn Achilles. It's like, it's pretty much just wasting his time at this point.
They also got no draft picks, too.
Yeah, so for me, it's like if Giannis want to dip, y'all just get a good package for him. Mm-hmm. Y'all owe that to him because he stayed loyal to y'all, helped y'all get a chip. And he played the ball this year. I mean, I just feel like Giannis don't really owe him nothing. If you want to leave, you want to leave. He earned that right.
And AJ, you brought up an interesting point.
So I was like, how the Spurs, they could use the second overall pick and throw in a couple players and try to get Giannis for that.
I think they might, because Cooper Flag is the star of the draft. He's the can't miss. So I think if I'm Spurs, anybody else like that's not Cooper Flag, it's like, okay, we could put Giannis with Wemby? Something like a Chico with Chris Paul
and D Fox.
Yeah, and depending on who you gotta give up to get him, they're gonna have to give up Castle, probably rookie of the year. They're gonna have to give up somebody in the draft pick to get Giannis, because Giannis is Giannis. So you're not just getting him for a number 2 draft pick. But it might be more worth it for the Spurs to do that, honestly. But, I've been hearing that sprinkles of that too. But then, they saying like you got the Nets is interested, the Knicks, all these other teams. So then I think the only thing that could probably mess it up is if Giannis be on some, I only want to go here or here type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Then that might throw a monkey wrench, like, then teams may not want to go hard to get him. But I think to AJ's point, the Spurs, they need to consider that, because honestly, the number 2 draft pick ain't gonna do nothing for y'all. They already got Wemby. De'Aaron Fox is young. You got the rookie of the year Castle. They got a lot of young people already.
Mm-hmm.
It's another young dude on there too. He's I forgot his name. You got the veteran Chris Paul. It's like, okay, if you can get a Giannis over there and keep Wemby, and I guess I would assume they would value De'Aaron Fox more than Castle, the rookie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But whoever they choose to pair with Wemby, or some Twin Tower type energy, yeah, that's something that they gotta look into.
That'd be crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I think, and looking at the projected number 2 pick, Dylan Harper.
I think I might get Ace Bailey instead of Dylan Harper though.
You think at number 2 because they don't need a point guard.
Dylan Harper's another point guard. I don't think
they don't need another point guard.
Ace Bailey's a forward. So.
Yeah, he's a forward. So that'd probably be a better pick for them. But in terms of Giannis and where he can go, for one, like normally, like when you take a superstar off of a team and have them go to another team with an already star on there, a lot of times, if you look at it, those star players that came from their team, they got to take a back seat and they don't flourish as much as they do when it's on their own team. Case in point, look at Damian Lillard, right? He had to leave. He was the man in Portland. He had to come over to Giannis' team and kind of take a back seat to Giannis. We don't see the Dame that we normally see because he doesn't get all the touches and things like that as he used to get, right? So with any team that Giannis go to, it got to be predicated around Giannis. Like, it got to be you the man of this team. He go to San Antonio, Wemby's the man. Wemby is that guy. Wemby is a unicorn. He's a NBA changing landscape type player, right? So everything's going to change for Giannis. One team that they brought up on ESPN while I was watching, I think it was Sports Center, and shout out to Kendrick Perkins, man. Kendrick Perkins, I love him as an analyst. He's like, he need his own. He's great at what he do. He said Toronto Raptors. I was like, that would be a perfect fit for Giannis if you look at it, because
who are they gonna give up? Scotty Barnes?
But in terms of,
I think Giannis wouldn't want to go there. That would kill it, because I don't think he would be like, I want to go here.
But right, and Kendrick Perkins made a great point, right? You're going, say for instance, when Kawhi was over there and he won a chip, right?
Yeah.
He was like on a pedestal in Toronto, which is a different. I'm sorry, what is that? Oh, my bad. You hear that noise?
I hear it, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
You got a bomb over there about to explode. Oh!
Going down, we going down. We're going down. Hold on, bro.
Gas leaking out? came back. Sound like a missile.
It's okay. We may have to. Let's take it off. Huh?
Sheesh. The heck is that?
We'll take that off. I think it's the battery. You can hear me, Mel?
Facts. Yeah, I can hear you.
All
Facts, Taz. This is crazy.
Yeah, my bad. It was just my iRig.
Yo, yo, Taz, yo, while he getting back, yo, can you please tell my brother that the Black Nasties a no? Please, Taz.
He's still on that.
All right, keep going, yeah. Keep going, yeah. Keep going, yeah. Keep going, yeah.
What he said?
He didn't say that, but I'm just laughing because I know he gonna let you know the Black Nasties are nah. Taz, Mister, you lucky Taz was in here from before, but it roasted your ass just like me. Yeah, Taz, fuck, he got a Black Nasty on. But he wears Black Nasties? Fucking. You gotta get on me.
Hold on, let me take the batteries out.
To get him, he said, because I got the Met hat with the Knick jersey. Color coordinated
Taz,
New York squad.
Brooklyn,
like he's bugging. Like he's bugging. There's nothing wrong with that. This dude has a Black Nasty. Black Nasty. That is nasty.
Hold on. Let's get back.
Yo, he put that Black Nasty in the camera. Yo, that's extra nasty.
Back in action. All right.
Yo, take that Black Nasty at the camera, man. Yo. Damn, man. Damn, Black Nasty.
Right, back in action. Back in action.
Damn.
Back in action.
All right, we back. All right.
But yeah, what I was saying, but I think Giannis being on the Raptors because that's a whole country, but, right? I mean,
They don't have a great team though.
I mean, as far as Giannis going to a place where he could be the man.
He's not gonna win on there though. He's not gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, you may not win, but I mean, what other team can Giannis go to where he's not going to be the man?
He will not be the man.
Yeah.
I think he should go to the Spurs.
To the Spurs?
Yeah, I think that's his best.
That would be an ideal fit. You read the comment, by the way. You see the comments, y'all. But yeah.
That's the no better hat. Taz.
Yeah, that's the knock. Come on, but yeah.
Listen, that don't faze me at all. This is not worse than that what you got on. Okay? But we're not gonna go there. But yeah, if you look at what team that Giannis can go to, that Giannis can be the man, there's not a lot of teams that he could go to where it won't have that treatment where he going to another stars team, right? So what other team can he go to?
Honestly, Giannis is in a certain realm, like Braun. Any team he go to, he gonna be the best player. Bottom line. So I don't really see but Denver wouldn't even trade him. But yeah, you're right though. That's the only situation where we'd be like, oh, but the way Joker play, Giannis would be in a candy league dreaming. Be getting dimed up. The way Joker played, they would feed off because the way Joker played. Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah, any team he go to, he's the best player. So it ain't really no thing. Like it's no team that he's going to that he's not the best player.
And to note, he stated that he wanted to stay in the East. So yeah. So let's eliminate. Shout out to Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins, that man. Kendrick Perkins got the insider. So he wants to stay on the East. So now you got to look at what Eastern Conference team that Giannis can go to that he can be in a position to win games, possibly win a championship, right, and be the man on the Eastern Conference.
It's not a lot of East teams he could really go to.
Boston, they're gonna trade everybody for him except Jaylen Brown.
I don't think Boston is a fit. Pistons. I mean, he's not gonna win on Detroit.
Miami.
They don't have the assets.
But they got to give up.
Yeah, Miami don't have
probably
the assets. They don't have the assets.
Got to give up because remember he's not a free agent. They got to trade for him.
There's not a lot of teams that he could go to in the East though.
Right. There's one team like Taz mentioned the Knicks. That could be a possible fit.
They would have to give up probably Josh Hart and OG. They're gonna have to pick 2 of the guys and then draft picks. I think we obviously know Jalen Brunson, and I believe Cat would not be touched.
Nah.
It would be somebody between Bridges, Josh Hart, and OG. 2 of them, and then picks or something. That's the only way it would probably work.
Those guys are expendable in my eyes if you're trying to.
And probably OG because of the contract. I don't think OG would have to be in it because he got the big contract.
I mean, those guys are expendable when you're looking at Giannis. You know, because Giannis makes up 3 of those guys. So that Knicks is a good suit. Indiana is a good suit.
He would want to go to Indy though.
He probably wouldn't want to go there.
Indiana is nice, man. Like all jokes aside, Indiana is nice, man. That's a good team.
That's a good team.
That's a good team.
That's a good team. They might
people jump in and put the Knicks in the finals. I'm like, yo, hold on. Like, let them get past Boston first, and then hopefully they don't choke or nothing. But then Indiana is not laying down and like, okay, no. Like, you know, that's how I'm like, people got to chill. Like, Indiana is nice. Like, the thing about it, they kicking the Cavs' ass.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the Knicks came back in 2 of the games down 20. Nah. Like, they kicking they behind.
They are.
It was a close game. The one with Halliburton made the 3. Okay. But they are handling the Cavs. Handling them. Like, that's the difference. Like,
now, granted,
they handling them boys.
Cavs was without their 3 starters.
3 players. Yeah,
well, 2 starters because Hunter's not a starter. But they was without 2 starters for the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The 3rd game they came back, they won that game, and then obviously seen the last game. Donovan Mitchell got hurt and they got handed. So, you know, we know the picks that follow the podcast. I had Cavs out the East, Cavs. And I had I had Lakers and Clippers coming out the West.
I had Celtics,
Celtics Nuggets. You know, I had Nuggets too, but looking at this series is a toss up. It's a toss up between. I think whoever comes out the West is going to win the championship. Whoever comes out the West,
Thunder or the Nuggets.
You know, whoever comes
out.
Ain't
gonna lie, man. SGA. I'm happy that they won the other game. Yeah, I mean, you're a Knicks fan, of course you're gonna hate Indy, but
that's gonna be a hell of a series if they make it there too.
Yeah. I think honestly, the Knicks and Indiana, like those are 2 teams that make it. They good, but yeah, like I feel like depending on who make it out the West, because I feel like Minnesota, Denver, you know, like it's gonna be hard for anybody in the East, but I like the Thunder. Like I don't know. Like I don't know.
Who the Thunder?
I think the Thunder need 1 more year.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Thunder. I mean, but Thunder is still the best defensive team in the NBA. And they
still have the experience though compared to everybody else.
I mean, I'll say this. If they are able to get past Denver, I will give
that's their big
test. Yeah, because that would be a test. Like,
because ain't no more jokers after that.
Ain't no more jokers after that. You know, I mean, but that's But I think in a matchup wise, Thunder could beat the Timberwolves. Yeah, matchup wise, because
unless Ant-Man turn into Mike.
Yes, because if you look at Thunder's team, Thunder got 2 big men, Hartenstein and Shaq. You know, alongside Shao Gildress and Dort is good. Jalen Williams. So they team is
you got
Caruso off the bench. So that team is nice. So I think if they get past Denver, then I will give a strong case to OKC on one. Because if you look at matchup wise, who in the East with the teams remaining, who's gonna guard Shea? Shaq gonna go nut. Right? Because Boston is out of it. Without Tatum, Boston not making it to the finals. They're out of it. So who's going to guard Chet Holmgren?
I mean,
because Porzingis would have a matchup for Chet because of his size. Who gonna guard Chet?
Miles Turner and them kind of like they're not the same height, but like
they don't match up with them.
bro. Nah, bro. No, you bugging. No, Miles Turner could handle him. Yes, I agree with AJ.
Thank you.
Miles Turner.
That's just remember. That's just one player.
I mean, they still got.
But you got to remember, Indiana is they got athletic young guys.
They're good.
Get
They're
up
great.
and down over there.
They do.
You know what I mean? So I like from a matchup standpoint, Indiana matches up dope with everybody. Honestly, because even like some with the braids, or if the I forgot his name, light skinned dude, he's not scared. He be hooping. Halliburton hooping. Yeah, they got a lot of people.
Oh, Nemhard.
Yeah, like they got like Indiana. I'm not gonna lie, they don't have they like the Pistons in 04, like where it's like they got mad good players, but nobody people like and I think that's the thing. Even like Siakam, he could defend, play both sides. You know,
but I think
Indiana is dope from a matchup standpoint.
The only disadvantage that Indiana Pacers got and is what they star play is Halliburton because he can't shoot. So if
Halliburton can't shoot,
he can't really shoot. I mean, he's not a shooter.
His form is awkward, but he can shoot, bro.
I don't care about his form because Sean Marion had an ugly form, but you can't leave Sean Marion open. You know what I'm saying?
Halliburton makes mad shots, bro.
But he's not somebody. He's somebody that you won't be afraid to leave open. Halliburton.
They're not leaving him open, bro.
I wouldn't leave.
They're not leaving him.
I mean,
bro, he gets respect. Nobody leaves him open, bro.
But remember, he doesn't get respect because they rated him the most overrated point.
Rated him that? But we watching the games though. He's killing.
Yeah,
he's hitting step back threes.
I just
everything.
think that's something that they could keen on in a series because he's not. Let's look at Halliburton.
Take Tyrese Halliburton now. They still got Andrew Nembhard who can shoot. So
Halliburton been hooping. I think that how you get Halliburton is like if you say like for example like a Brunson, the guards gotta attack his ass. That's how you go at Halliburton. You know, you attack him.
So let's see. Let's look at Halliburton.
There right now.
Huh?
There right now.
You know they played today.
Oh, they up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cavs killing them 42-25. Yeah.
For now, that series is done today. Watch.
I think the Cavs win.
No, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell ain't playing. So
how do you win without D Mitch?
Good. And shout out. I'm happy that because his looked like some fake Achilles joint like Tatum too, but it's a Donovan Mitchell because he was on a warm up. But they said he just re-aggravated an ankle injury, so his wasn't as bad.
So he's shooting in this year 38.8% from three.
That's a good 3-point percentage. That's great.
Though?
That's not great. It's usually 40-something better is great.
What about the playoffs though?
The average is 35%. So he's shooting way above the average. Donovan playing tonight? Oh, I didn't know because I wasn't watching the game, Taz.
Oh, he playing? Okay, he playing. That's the regular season.
Because I mean, like, in the regular season, he wasn't really playing that good, but he did step up in the playoffs.
Let me see.
Playoffs, he in the top 5 in the playoffs.
And
he's a top 10 player in the playoffs. Halliburton, actually.
Okay, so let's see. So he's shooting 44.9 field goal percentage. That's obviously combined with three, so that's okay. You know,
what's the 3-point percentage though?
Let's see. It's not showing me the 3-point percentage.
Okay.
But 44.9 overall, it's not bad.
That's mediocre. That's mediocre. I mean, for a guard.
But again, that's why you won't be afraid to leave him open, right? You know, because he's not shooting like a LeBron 50-some% from the field overall.
He never would shoot that. It's hard for any guard to shoot like that percentage.
Yeah, but I'm just saying as far as not being afraid to like, oh, Halliburton there, like, you know, like a guy like shooters, you Steph Curry's or Klay Thompson's, Damian Lillard's.
I'm still not leaving him open though.
Who?
Nah, I think, bro, you just saying that because his shot is look weird, but
no, I'm not saying that. Like again, because I said Sean Marion has an awkward shot, but Sean Marion, he ugly, but you just can't leave Sean. I mean, you can leave Sean Marion open sometimes too, because
I mean, that's not even a good comparison.
Yeah, because you're talking about as far as ugly shots. That is a good comparison.
But
they both got ugly shots.
Sean Marion was not the shooter that Halliburton is.
No, he's not, because Sean Marion was an axe to shoot. He was a power forward. Yeah. So he wasn't a guy to shoot. I'm just saying as far as shooting form.
Kevin Martin, that's actually a good one, Taz. Kevin Martin, that's a good one.
No, but Kevin Martin was a shooter.
But he
could shoot, though.
Shot awkward, though. No. It was awkward.
Yeah, he shot awkward, but Kevin, you can't leave. You won't leave Kevin Martin open. Hell no.
Kevin Martin's a scorer, yeah. I agree.
30. Nah, that was a bad comparison, Taz. No. That's a bad comparison.
Nah, it wasn't.
Because even Kevin Martin with an awkward shot, you not leaving Kevin Martin open. No. Because he gonna hit it. He gonna hit it. So that was a bad comparison. I gotta
I like that one, Taz. I like that one. You got on a black nasty. You can't listen to him, man. Yo, oh man. Nah, but we didn't even touch on the Tatum though. I mean, listen. Once again, like we spoken a couple episodes ago, when Damian Lillard went out with the Achilles injury, and before the show started, I was watching a science video, and like I'm gonna break it down because it's like the same thing that happened when I tore mine. The video I watched, it was showing like the Tatum movement and explaining why it would rupture. So it's like he was making the movement, and it's like the calf muscles is contracting, right? And then it's like if your Achilles was like deteriorating or degenerating, like because it might have been sore or something. It's like when you making that step, it's like it makes the Achilles expand and rupture. Boom. And that's kind of like when he made the step. And then it's like the same thing with Lillard. And that's like almost everybody who said it'd be like they about to step. Same thing with me. I was making a step, and I thought somebody kicked me in my joint. And I looked back, and I say, like when Kevin Durant in the finals, it's like everybody who Achilles, Rudy Gay, they stepping or doing something, and it's kind of like that same thing, like you making the move, and boom, and it go, and it's like, damn, like, I feel bad for him. I hate when I see these guys because I tore mines, but then these is pros, and like they losing now. Like now, Boston is ruined. He's out for the year. Yeah. Now that's gonna mess up the whole thing they had going. Yeah. So this might get broken up sooner than what they expected. Because now Tatum out for the year. They might be like, damn, we might have to get rid of some of these vets and do other stuff. It's like you're losing out, and the Tatum is young, and then you hope because everybody's body's different. But like Udonis has him. I was watching ESPN earlier, and they was talking about it, and it's true. He's gonna be out for the year, just being out. Right?
Yeah.
Then he has to get time to get back into. So we may not see Tatum being Tatum for like a good 2 years, and hopefully he's back to what he was because this man was killing them against the Knicks yesterday.
He had 42.
Him and Brunson was going at it. That was a heavyweight fight. So that's why I'm like, it sucked.
So let me just break this down as far as like recovery time, right?